Today is September 26th, 2023, and I think you already know what that means if you're a Percy Jackson fan. Chalice of the Gods comes out today, so I'm heading to my bookstore to get it, and it's gonna be great. Oh, the trash truck just cut me off. I also just realized that I totally have to stop this video because I don't 100% remember how to get to Barnes & Noble, so I'll see you when I get there. Okay, so I just finished the first two chapters, and I have to say it's really good to have, like, Rick Riordan's voice back in because it's so just comforting compared to The Sun and the Star and how that was written and everything. But I do think it's kind of funny that, like, Poseidon's voice in this sounds less godlike because I feel like in the first 5 Percy Jackson books, like, I think that's the only time we really see him. I don't think he's in Heroes of Olympus at all. But anyway, he comes across kind of more godlike and, like, a little bit fatherly to Percy whenever they're together. And in these first 2 chapters, or the second chapter, he is, like, slightly fatherly, but he's also just, like, darkier / funnier in the, like, Rick Riordan comedic way. So I guess I kind of didn't expect that, but it was also fun to see. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be reading a book that Rick Riordan wrote by himself. And no hate to Mark Oshiro, because I think he did a lot of things well in Sun and the Star, but it just wasn't the same, you know? This is officially my favorite line so far. The Percy saying their, like, 3 Musketeers' name is Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey, and Grover says, wait a minute. I love that. I made it to chapter 6, but I'm stopping to eat lunch because it is lunchtime and I'm hungry. But so far, like, the main trio, you know, just Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, for those of you who are living under a rock. But what happened is the main trio just met a god, and it was such a classic, like, Percy Jackson scene that it made me so happy. And also the Percabeth moments, top notch. I'm really excited to read the rest of this. Chapter 6 is on page 39, so I really haven't gotten that far, but I'm really excited to finish it. The last page before chapter 9 just had me like, plot twist, what? And maybe it's not gonna be super significant, I don't know, but I was shocked. So I'm pretty far into the book now. I'm on page 183, chapter 24, and let me tell you, chapter 22 is so pure. It's the best chapter of the book, arguably, if you're looking for less of a mythological moment. And yeah, definitely my favorite. Great Percabeth moments, great everything all around. But I figured at this point, since I'm over halfway through the book, it's time to look at the Barnes & Noble exclusive in the back of the book. So I am peeling this without ripping it and getting the sticky off. That is leaving a mark, of course, because why not? All right, so these are Percy Jackson's recommendation letters. One from Apollo. Oh, wait, I feel like this is a spoiler. I'm just gonna say one's from Apollo, the front page one. And let's see. Not only has this young demigod assisted me with saving the mortal world multiple times, but he has done so while overcoming many of life's greatest challenges, such as being born of Poseidon's loins. Solid. Not only did Percy's heroic feats prevent the utter annihilation of your institution, blah, 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 but I am told that they also provide a perfectly reasonable explanation for his subpar academic performance. Love that. Oh my gosh. This letter at the very end says that Apollo has to go speak to Zeus about something of critical importance. We all know what that means. Foreshadowing for Trials of Apollo, if it wasn't already out. I wish I would have been recording when I read the last page of chapter 27 because I laughed so hard and I don't regret it. This is just my type of humor. You know what, I have to say, and I think those of you who have read the book, or at least gotten to page like 216, 217 will understand this, but I feel like so much of this book is just aimed at the boomers. Like, they're mentioned way too many times for it to be comfortable. And the fact that they're like the old people in society right now is just like, I feel like this book is a letter to them as well as a letter to Percy Jackson fans, because this book is like so nostalgic, whatever, in so many ways. And not just because it's like classic Percy Jackson series, but just because Percy's looking back on his life, basically, you know, before he goes and becomes an adult. And yeah, so it's literally like there are two sides of the story: a letter to the boomers that says stop complaining about getting old, and then nostalgia for Percy Jackson. I think it's just hilarious, but also just such a Rick Riordan book, I guess. I don't even know, but I think it's really funny. This book was so good, or at least like as far as a middle grade novel goes, but if you're a Percy Jackson fan, it was so good. And it was just so pure and sweet and like exactly the conclusion that Percy Jackson's arc as a character needs, even though he's just going to college, but like it's just what he needed, you know? It was really nice. And also there was like one more boomer hate comment, because I know earlier I said something about this book having two modes, like cute sweet Percy Jackson and hating boomers, and there was one more like boomer hating comment, which was really funny to me. And I think it's just like Rick Riordan learned that, oh, what does the younger generation like to do? They like to hate on the boomers. So he just like fully embraced it. And maybe he personally has something against boomers too, but like it was just funny to me that it's just one of those things that he kind of has caught on to and like tries to put into the books, which is funny because he's old. But anyway, I really enjoyed the book. A total 5-star read for sure. Whereas The Son of the Star for me was more 4.5. I think it's probably closer to 4 realistically, but this was definitely 5 stars and I really loved it. And I can't wait to reread it because I definitely will be. But I don't know when, probably next year. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and do me a favor and check out my Camp Half-Blood series that I've been making, because I've been putting a whole lot of work into it and I would love it if more people saw it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.